Hello, my name is Octavia Herta and I'm going to present our business idea, self-driving cars. As you can see, I'm sitting on this armchair, totally relaxing. Imagine that you are sitting in a car, exactly like me, with no driver and no worries. Relaxed, reading your email or a book. Few minutes before, you just tap in an app, book an autonomous car, pay a small fee with your online banking, and now you're sitting in your comfy chair heading your destination. Into a world where transport become more congested than was in the past, new solutions are required in order to resolve the individual needs. With an increased number of users and an accelerated rhythm of daily life, it became necessary to find new ways of transportation. Because we chose London, the home for 9 million people, as location for our business, we have a brief look of the transport in the city. According to TfL, there are 2.5 million licensed cars in London. 54% of London households have at least one car. Londoners are more likely to have a car if they lived outside of London. In London operates 21,000 black cabs plus 45,000 Uber taxis used by 3.5 million people. Market attractiveness is part of the 7 domains of at macro level. The market is growing, the perspectives are positive. Our business is designated to change completely the public transport. The future of public transport will be a blend of autonomous cars, connected, electric, and shared vehicles. We have at least 3 advantages: reducing costs. You don't have to buy a car, you don't have to pay for the petrol, you don't have to pay for the MOT, for service, and so on. The second one, eliminating CO2, being electric, self-driving cars will be eco-friendly. And number 3, you don't need parking spaces. Using a briefly personal analysis, we can observe if the business can penetrate the market. Political factor: UK government is concerned about CO2 emissions and self-driving cars will be perfect integrated in the government strategies. Economical factor: reducing the cost is one of the major advantages of our project. Despite some fears, autonomous cars won't increase unemployment, they'll create new jobs. Social factor is the fourth one. The individuals are still feared by autonomous vehicles, considering they are not very safe yet, but the trials will change that. Technological factor: companies as Tesla are developed already autonomous cars and other companies are following this tendency. Legal factor is the fifth one. The government need to implement new laws in order to regulate this type of business. And finally, environmental factor: being eco-friendly with zero CO2 emissions, autonomous cars will be perfect suitable in the governmental strategies.
Hello, my name is Anna Maria Sereșan, and today I'm going to continue to present the business idea self-driving cars. According to Mulis, to see how attractive is on a market level the industry, in our case transportation, we need to use the Porter's 5 forces. The taxi operation industry consists of participants that provide taxis and private hire vehicles for personal and business transport. The industry faced challenging operating conditions over the past 5 years because competition increased and demand became volatile. The industry revenues are forecast to decline with 0.1% to reach 9 billion in the current year. The entrance in the industry is not easy because the number of the competitors is high, the financial resources are substantial, and people have a reserved attitude about autonomous cars. But autonomy is actually the element of differentiation in this business.
Even the autonomous car represents a new concept, on the market are over 40 manufacturers. Private companies working in this particular sector of the market are attracting record levels of funding, with autonomous driving startups leading the charge. With such a large number of suppliers, our business is advantaged because it has a large variety of options.
The business target is represented not just by the individuals who use public transport, but the people who consider the owning personal cars is no longer a viable option. The costs associated with owning a car and the parking spaces lack are enough reasons for the customer to consider autonomous cars as a cheaper and comfortable alternative. Substitute products always represent a serious problem for every industry. In our case, the danger is minimal because the technology is not very affordable and the regulations are very strict with the vehicles authorized in the public road.
Hi, my name is Paula Pogaciaș, and today I will continue the presentation started by my colleagues, and I will talk about the benefits to the target segment and attractiveness. Besides the unintended consequences that are associated with the self-driving cars taxi business, such as the loss of jobs and increased cyber insecurity, there are benefits linked to the target segment. According to a NAMIC study, autonomous cars appeal to approximately 10% of the clients due to the environmental concerns, as well as 19% due to the enhanced auto safety associated with the cars. As a result of safety and environmental concerns, many Gen Z as well as millennial customers depend solely on public transportation and other ride-sharing companies. Autonomous cars targets customers who do not have access to personal vehicles or the disabled. However, the technology also seeks to engage young customers because the cars could be used in low-speed environments that may include medical university campuses, urban centers, transportation hubs, and entertainment venues. Self-driving cars pose many benefits to the target segment. For instance, they create equity because the self-driving technology will be in a position to mobilize people that are not able to drive themselves. The technology enhances the level of safety. Safety is a major concern when it comes to transportations, with thousands of individuals losing their lives as a result of vehicle crashes. However, the autonomous cars could adversely lower this number because the software is less error-prone than humans. The technology will also reduce traffic congestion because they are able to eliminate stop-and-go waves that result from human driving behavior. A report by the Ohio University reveals that with autonomous taxis, the waiting time for a cab would drop from 5 minutes to 36 seconds.
Hi, today in my video I'm going to talk about autonomous car, competitive and economical sustainability, which can be found using USP and VIO analysis. So what it is USP. USP is the unique selling price offered by the company for their products, goods or services which they are offering to the consumers, to the market. More to that, they offer the price in a way that competitors cannot match quality of the products and the price as well. The next one is VIO analysis. VIO is a 4-question framework to be asked about resource or capability to determine its competitive potential. And the questions of value, the questions of rarity, the questions of imitability, which is difficult to imitate, and of course about organization, ability to exploit resources or capability. There is still some sections which companies need to implement in order to achieve a competitive advantage. For example, Audi, in their manufacturers, they're using high quality, high technologies to produce car parts. So there is the need for organization to implement advanced technologies to achieve the best competitive advantage in the market.